The following program contains language, images, and/or subject matter that may be objectionable to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Direct from Albany, New York, it's time for the New Media Zone. With your hosts, Ed and Dave. Tonight, a look at this week's new film and DVD releases. And a chance to win free movie tickets with the poster pair game. And now your hosts, Ed and Dave.
Hello and welcome to the New Media Zone. Ed and Dave here, Ed and Dave with you. June 11th.
Oh,
Now don't let me forget next time, Dave. We have to celebrate June 19th. I will tell you all about that next time.
oh, you won't want to miss it.
Especially you folks that are still in Colony Central. Anybody that can tell us if John Verdiak is still teaching over there. Do you think
He's
any
still
of us,
alive?
I don't know. Do you think any of our teachers from when we were there are still there? Were there any that were really young?
They were 25 when they were teaching. I remember the beloved Ken Outman has passed away.
Oh, no.
Remember that several years ago, actually.
Mm.
One of my favorite teachers, because he was so had such a horribly dry sense of humor. He would just mock us, and it was kind of funny.
I didn't have him, but I had Mr. Mooney, who also had the similar...
I had Mr. Mooney. He's got to be long gone.
Yeah.
He was 60 when we had him. And he would sing.
He was in local plays or something.
Had a
The
good
Follies.
voice. A big booming voice, Mr. Mooney.
Big booming voice as he mocked
Yes.
many of the students who were swapping spit out in the halls.
Was he the one that called, what's her name? I know her name.
Donna. Yeah.
Did he call her cousin It?
Yes. He called the girl, had a lot of hair, cousin It. Somewhere in my boxes up there, which I'll find, one day I brought a tape recorder in and taped some classic bits of Mr. Mooney calling...
Unbeknownst to him.
Unbeknownst to him.
I think that's illegal.
Well, as long as one person knows. I think this was what the statute was in the 70s.
Yeah, I think we're past the issue with that.
I believe I got the classic swapping spit in the halls line, and Donna, a voracious reader, is somebody who eats. What was the line? I had he was using the word voracious in the Greek roots, and he said a voracious eater is somebody who eats a lot of. An awful lot. A voracious kisser, like I see in the halls here. People swapping spit out there. That's just beautiful.
Oh, man. All right. Well, we do movies, folks.
We do movies, and once in a while we think back on Mr. Mooney. And that's next week, though, June 19th.
What do we got today for movies, Ed? What do you got?
Well, we've got Men in Black International.
And we have Shaft.
We have Shaft, and we have this Dead Don't Die.
Dead Don't Die.
Which was shot in the region. All these local, in quotes, actors were in this. And this would be something I would probably drop with our new format here. Because it was listed as limited release.
Oh.
Which we don't always get, or it shows up at the Spectrum, for one weekend. Mm-hmm. So this was one. It's got a lot of big stars, and it's directed by this guy who's supposed to be, a quirky filmmaker. I'd never heard of him before this, but unfortunately, it was released early at Cannes Film Festival, and is now, I think, a 54 on the Rotten Tomato. These funny, I guess this was supposed to be like a funny zombie movie. We've had that before. Remember Return of the Living Dead? That's been done decades ago. There's nothing new to be done with that.
Well, there's not a lot of original films made anymore, Ed.
No.
They're all remakes or sequels or prequels or... I don't know.
Now we got the couple here. We got Men in Black.
Oh, there you go. And Shaft.
Let's take a look at Men in Black. Let's see what they're going to do something different with this new one.
It's international, Ed.
International. We got Chris Hemsworth, Tessa Thompson, and Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson.
We forgot all about that incident earlier in the spring, right?
Oh,
by now.
yes. Whatever that was. But I remember him saying.
The Men in Black is a bad title to be
For him, yes.
to remember that. Have always protected the Earth from the scum of the universe. In this new adventure, they tackle their biggest, most global threat to date, a mole in the Men in Black organization.
Or a mole on Taron Egerton's neck.
Yeah, that mole that...
You know, that Emma Thompson looks good with the white hair.
Now, what was she just... Wasn't she just in that other one?
Yeah, the one that's just the Amazon.
The Amazon.
With the Mindy Kaling.
And she's got the same hair.
But she looks good in the white hair.
Huh.
You know, the older she gets, the more I kind of like this woman.
Oh, my God.
I never really cared for her when she was younger.
Never paid any attention to her.
I'm kind of thinking she's a sexy older woman now.
A gilf, I think they call it.
Is that what they call it? A gilf?
Yeah, Grandma, I'd like to...
Oh. But she's, she's looking good.
Now we've got Chris Hemsworth in here, who's Thor.
Oh, okay.
And we got Tessa Thompson, who was a Valkyrie in the Thor movie. So we got two people from Thor in here. And Liam Neeson.
You know, when I work too much at Ollie's, I'm very Thor.
I saw the first Men in Black and the first Cross Gates. When that first opened, it was 97. It wasn't all that great, the first Men in Black.
No.
And then there were two other ones, and now this one.
You know, I recently... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No.
I recently went to see a comedian at the Funny Bone there in the Cross Gates.
Uh-huh.
And his name was, it's Dave Attell, who you
I
don't really
wasn't
know.
sure who that was.
I know Dave Attell. I've known him for years. He used to do a show on Comedy Central, Insomniac. I always liked him, thought he was funny. And he referred to Cross Gates as Crossroads.
Was that supposed to be funny?
No, he thought it was Crossroads.
He didn't know where the hell
Right.
he was. They drop him off there. And...
Yeah, but he was very good. He was very funny.
Huh. I've never been in there. Yeah.
I've been there a few times. 3 times. And the Comedy Works. Remember the old Comedy Works?
Yes.
Which used to be in Albany, then it went to Glenmont, and now it's in Saratoga, New York. It's a basement.
Is it?
And it's not much... In fact, I think this room is bigger than the Comedy Works.
Huh. You've been there lately?
I was there probably end of last summer.
Huh.
So fairly recently.
Yeah,
But,
that has suffered.
It is.
Used to be in...
It's awful. It's dark and dank, and I mean, if you're a comedian of any stature and you go to the Comedy Works, it makes the Funny Bone in the mall look like what's the big comedy clubs?
Chuckles.
Chuckles.
Chuckles and...
Well, there's the big one that like Seinfeld and all that started up on, but that's what this Comedy Works would make.
Dangerfields.
All right, let's move on to Shaft.
Oh,
shall we?
Shaft.
Shaft. Ooh, it's a porn film. Stars
Dave,
what?
who's the black private dick who's a sex machine to all the chicks?
Shaft.
All right.
Who did that song?
John Shaft.
Samuel Jackson, Jesse Usher, Alexander Ship, Storm in parentheses, whatever that means.
Yeah, she was Storm in the X-Men film we did last week.
Oh, okay. And Richard Roundtree, who was
Shaft.
Shaft. Shaft is the next chapter in the film franchise, featuring the coolest private eye on any New York City block. JJ, a.k.a. John Shaft Jr., may be a cybersecurity expert with a degree from MIT, but to uncover the truth behind his past. I'm sorry, it's not past. It's not even close to that. Behind his best friend's untimely death, he needs an education only his dad can provide. Absent throughout JJ's youth, the legendary locked and loaded John Shaft agrees to help his progeny navigate Harlem's heroin-infested underbelly. And while JJ's own FBI analyst's badge may clash with his dad's trademark leather coat, there's no denying family. Besides, Shaft's got an agenda of his own and a score to settle. That's professional and personal. Rated R for pervasive language, violence, sexual assault, some drug material, and brief nudity.
Oh, no. Shaft.
Oh no, that's Flash.
Flash.
Sorry. Whose chef we've seen.
Right. Richard Roundtree.
There he is.
Kind of tough to see him that old, but he's holding his own
he
here.
Looks good.
He's looking all right.
He looks good. Fine actor.
Would we want to see him with his hair colored or no?
No,
fine
stay
like
that
this.
way. No. Be
Shooting
natural.
people there.
Look at that. That's Richard Roundtree from the 70s, Ed.
Right.
Look at that. There's 3 generations of chefs.
3 chefs right in
there.
front of you.
Which goes back to the old Bewitched then.
Right. Oh, no.
But, no, leave Richard Roundtree with the gray. He looks good. Not as good as Emma Thompson, but...
I never saw that Shaft, the second one there, with Samuel L. Jackson.
I didn't either.
And that came out in 2000, so I better get to it, right?
I think so.
Before you see this one.
Hey, Your Dead Don't Die, Ed. Is that like Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid?
Yeah, that was probably funnier than this film with the 55 rating, but this was done in the area. Maybe I should have looked up exactly where it was done. I think it's down in that Poughkeepsie area they did this one. But this is what we're calling a brief.
Oh, there's your guy.
Look
Adam
for the
Driver.
dots and connect the dots. The peaceful town of Centerville finds itself battling a zombie horde as the dead start rising from their graves. The greatest zombie cast ever disassembled.
Oh, God.
Bill Murray, Adam Driver, Tilda Swinton, Chloe Sevigny,
Oh.
Steve Buscemi, Danny Glover, Rosie Perez, Iggy Pop, RZA.
Some of these people are zombies in real life.
Selena Gomez, Carol Kane, Tom Waits. This is that Jim Jarmusch. How would you say that name?
Where is it?
Jim Jarmusch.
It could be Jarmusch.
Jarmusch. Jarmusch. Rated R for zombie violence and gore and language. Now this is where the pictures will stop with this brief review, but we'll let it run so we can see what's going on here.
Bill Murray, wasn't he in Zombieland?
Zombieland. That's what I thought they were doing.
And they are making another a sequel to Zombieland.
Yeah, I thought
which is not this one.
No, I thought this was maybe Zombieland 2 they were doing down there, but I don't know what this is. It's
but it does have quite the bevy of stars in it.
Quite the cast. And I'd like to see them do a movie that was shot around here that was actually a good one.
Oh, Ironweed.
Ironweed was the bottom of the barrel. I think this thing, it's a brief review. I think it's going around again here. Chloe Sevigny there.
Sevigny. Wasn't she well known for her brown bunny?
Anytime I see her, all I think is that brown bunny, and Mr. Skin just broke that scene down. His special... a special new series where he breaks down classic nude scenes.
But she wasn't nude. Well, maybe she was, but she was performing.
She was performing something. It wasn't a bunny. It might have been a little brown. That's anytime I see her now, all I think of is a little.
All right, that's enough of this.
That's enough of what?
This film.
This film, yeah, it's a brief review. We're not showing any of this we're seeing.
Well, can't we be done now?
Yes, in
Can't
fact,
we just move on?
we will move on. And
We gotta let this run?
Well, we gotta let it run out till the the DVD releases, which is coming up mercifully soon. Selena
It
Gomez.
does look like it's going through the loop again, what we're seeing, folks.
Yeah, somehow I must have got... why is this look with the white hair and the no eyebrows popular with all these characters?
I don't think... Well, who else?
Well, the...
Tilda, I think, normally doesn't have eyebrows.
Tilda looked like that in the Doctor Strange movie also.
I think that's just her look.
It's just her look.
She has that look. I mean, I can't think of anyone else without eyebrows.
June 14th.
Ooh.
That'll be out. I don't even know if it's going to be shown. It was shot here, but I don't know if it's going to be shown here. It says limited release in my read there, and with the 55 tomato scale, it's going to be here and going in a weekend.
There you go.
So you can catch that on Netflix or something.
I may have to watch it on Netflix.
Yeah.
I think I would.
Maybe you'll recognize some areas that were...
Maybe. Probably not.
DVD releases.
Ooh, what is this?
This
Summer
is the
Dreams?
special Hallmark triple feature.
I don't watch these. And that when I get rid of the cable, I'll be missing these. I'll be missing all the Christmas.
Now, what are you going to do without... can you get the Hallmark channel on some...
Yeah, you probably gotta pay for it. I'm not paying for that. Garbage.
You've seen enough of them, right? But they're
Yeah.
supposed to be coming out with 60 more for them.
Well, every year. I don't know how they can do it.
It's basically the same.
It is. It's the same movie. It's just you take the actor from this one and the actress from that one, and they make a new one, and then you take this one and that one, and they make a new one, and it's all the same.
So these must be from last summer. They had special summer romance movies.
They do have their seasonal romances. Yeah, get a handful of Thanksgivings in there too.
And we see Debbie Gibson is in one of those. She's not battling giant crocodiles in this one.
No.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I don't know these movies.
You'll have to get these compilations if you get rid of your cable.
Yeah, skip it. The Entity. This looks like a bad older film.
I think this was Barbara Hershey, where she's molested by the ghost, and there was one of those effects with the body cast, and then you could see the ghost's fingers on the body as they were pressed down. That was the highlight.
Oh.
That's all I remember about The Entity.
All right.
The ghost molestation
Oh.
of Barbara Hershey, I believe. Another one of those bad painted covers, you don't know what's going on.
Right. Huckleberry Finn. Is that Ron Howard in?
There's Ron Howard as Huckleberry Finn, Donnie Most.
Oh, Jack Elam with his wacky eyes. Oh, it's a Howard family reunion with Rance and Clint also on this.
This must be directed by Ron Howard, I'm guessing, to see.
I would say this has to be a 70s one.
Yeah. Must have been during the Happy Days break.
And Huggy Bear is in this. Antonio Fargas.
Oh, look at that.
From, God almighty, why am I losing my mind?
Starsky and Hutch.
Starsky and Hutch.
Also, I believe, from the original Shaft.
Was
I
he?
saw him in when that was on the other day.
And Royal Dano. Don't overlook Royal Dano as an actor from your 60s, 50s, 60s.
Huh.
Fine actor. Fine actor.
We won't
Good character guy.
We won't overlook him, but we'll overlook whoever that is on the bottom where we
Because you can't see it.
Huckleberry Finn. Ron Howard there. Look at him.
Looks really happy.
Happy to be there.
Oh, no.
Can't Stop the Music. Do you remember who was in this one?
Yes, I know
You
who's
do.
in this one.
Who's all in here? There's a
The
lot of-
Village People.
And who else?
Valerie Perrine and what used to be Bruce Jenner.
Steve Gutenberg is in here.
And Paul Sand, a good comedian from the 70s.
In Friends and Lovers, right?
I think so.
I had to look him up because he popped up in a Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Oh.
As a Tourette's guy, I said, "Oh, Paul Sand." I remember I never saw the show, but it's Paul Sand in Friends and Lovers.
I remember that Valerie Perrine in some production that they showed on WMHT called Steam Bath.
Steam Bath with Bill Bixby.
Bill Bixby, and it was like what, a heaven hell kind of thing?
Yeah, it was kind of a
life
It
thing?
was a purgatory
Yeah.
they were in, but it was a steam bath.
Yeah.
And there was Valerie Perrine topless, I believe. There was a disclaimer at the beginning. It was artsy.
Yes.
And Bill Bixby and other people. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I watched it.
First time we saw boobs as young children. It was Valerie Perrine.
That's right.
And of course, you see, Bruce there. We can call him Bruce Jenner here. That's what he was.
That's right.
At this time.
I believe it's what she was.
She was.
Right.
And directed by Nancy Walker. How could it go wrong? But it did.
Nancy Walker. She directed this. Oh God, was she 4 foot tall?
Yeah.
She kept getting shorter as she got older. The red hair, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it was just kind of like combed back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, she was in a lot of TV shows in the 70s.
The musical movie event of the 80s. 1980 it was. And it began and ended the movie musical of the 80s.
Oh boy. Is that it? Is there more?
Okay.
There you go. Okay, now you want to discuss this.
Now we can discuss this a little more. This has of course, the original Brady series.
Mm-hmm. All of it?
All of it.
Okay.
The cartoon, which I don't think anybody did their real voices. The Brady Bride series, which has never been on DVD before. And also the Brady's, the semi-serious series where Bobby was in a wheelchair from an accident. Also the movies. The Brady sequel and all those with, what's his name there?
Gary Cole.
Gary Cole, yeah, and the Shelley Long.
Yeah.
And I think that's it. I think that's everything. Everything is included except the variety series, where they had the fake Jan, who we've seen at local pizza joints over here, and her feet. If I find that picture, I'll put that up here. She was in town to do the Fantico convention. This was the big star they got for that. And then she was over here at a dive they must have put her in at the Latham Circle, and it has a pizza place next door. So she took a picture of the piece of pizza sitting on her lap. And, you know.
Some caption she put up. I don't know what it was. Ann B. Davis.
Ann B. Davis. There it is. If you want the whole collection, there it is.
And who wouldn't?
Huh? Okay. Also, the movies. The Christmas movie, I think, is on there. Remember that?
No.
The reunion Christmas movie?
I barely watched the series.
I think Carol was trapped in the cave-in at the end. It was very poignant.
I remember when Vincent Price showed up on the
Oh,
original
yeah.
series, and they were in Hawaii, and
Yes.
yeah, all that kind of good fun.
The good old days of classic family fare. As all the teen boys were thinking illicit thoughts when
About
Marcia.
Marcia.
Usually Marcia. Not too many for Jan. You know.
But she grew into her own.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure there was a few boys with Jan and a couple tissues. Let's see what's going on.
Is it game
here.
time?
It's game time. We have 5 minutes. Maybe
We wait till the game. Wait 5 minutes for the game.
Well, we got some filler here. We still have DVDs. We don't have.
Well, you had a few things you wanted to discuss.
Yeah, I guess there's
Cups and Riggi.
Yeah, there's not much to say about that nutty woman, Riggi, who I've never heard of.
I haven't either. Now, this has got to do with the big Tulip Festival in Albany,
Right.
where it's a kind of big draw for a weekend. All the tulips in Washington Park, I believe, right?
Yeah.
And then what do? They allow you to purchase and buy some tulips
I
afterwards?
think they do.
And there's, I don't know about like tulip bulbs. I don't know how this works because I've never been down to the Tulip Festival. But that's just a little background of what we're talking about.
Yeah, well, this woman is up in Saratoga.
Oh, the hoity-toities up there.
Yeah, and she married a rich old guy.
Ooh.
I found a picture. I put that up on Facebook. He looks like he has no interest in her. His hands are down by his side, and she's kissing him. And she complained that somebody ripped out her tulips up there.
In Saratoga.
In Saratoga.
Oh, that's just
at her
awful.
house. You'd say, oh, that's awful. But, you know, you call the cops. You don't put it on Facebook. You don't demand, you have to put the license plate up and demand the people in Saratoga to go track down these, like, I think she called them, what'd she call them? Or Asian immigrants.
Ooh.
I don't know how she knew who it was.
Do they have a special affinity to tulips?
I don't know. But that was bad enough. And then all of a sudden, apparently she's friends with the dog, the bounty hunter.
Oh, that's right. The wife got involved. Now it's coming back.
So the dog bounty wife got involved.
Beth.
Is that who it is?
Yeah.
So she tracks down the people, and the people are scared. The two girls, I think it was, who were pulling them out. So they apologize, and this Riggi, this another socialite up there in Saratoga, is not accepting their apology. She's going with the full extent of the law, who she didn't call in the first place.
Right.
She called the dog wife. So she's got 30 dogs up there, and she's dressing them up. I think the train derailed is what happened up there. So, and she apparently was trying to shop a reality show with her and the dogs, and that failed. So I think she was looking for publicity up there.
Oh, well, she got a little bit.
She got some publicity now. She can disappear into obscurity again up there.
And what about your cups?
That was a couple of weeks ago. I said we got to get some new cups with the new logo, the new media zone.
Uh-oh.
And I'm not going to mention who was on the back now. I did a few weeks ago.
Okay.
Remember, there was a running joke that the matinee lady who got the cups never really explained how much they were or where she got them, other than this place in the back here.
Okay.
So I sent a message over to the matinee lady as I was putting the show together. I said, was there something behind the fact And we kind of made a joke that you had to do something to get these or a discount. And apparently there was a story behind that you never mentioned. This is in the old days of the AOL chat rooms.
Oh, no.
And apparently she must have been in a local chat room. She's talking to this guy, and somehow it came up that she was on a show and they were looking for mugs. And, I have this company, which we see right on the back here now. And apparently either the mugs were given free or at an extreme discount, and she was supposed to come pick them up somewhere.
Oh.
So there was an implied, exchange of services.
Oh, dear.
And all of a sudden things got very creepy, and she brought her husband with her to pick up the mugs, and then nothing was ever said again. So no wonder she clammed up whenever we were trying to get the information out where these mugs came from. It was early shenanigans on the internet.
Is this company still in business? Should we call them?
I don't know if that number's in business, but the company is.
Really? All right.
So we don't want to mention that anymore, and we'll get rid of these cups because now we can't even joke about them being about her exchanging favors for these because it almost happened apparently.
Oh, well, I don't know, man. Maybe I'll be willing to help out.
You're going to help out for some new mugs?
Maybe. Depends on what they want.
I don't know what they want for exchange for favors.
Oh.
But,
I'm sure I cannot provide the necessary.
I just picture, the matinee lady like little Annie Fanny out with her boobs hanging out and just chatting with folks on the internet and no clue what was going on.
All right, folks, we're going to play the Post of Pairs game now. It's your chance to win 2 free movie passes. Send an email, numbers, turn it around. Let's see what we got here. Uh-oh, I already know who it is. Pamela Barra Harder.
Okay, she won a while ago.
Spin the wheel. 2 and 3, Ed.
2 and 3, they're next to each other. Could there be the next to each other ploy?
And there's the I have to move over ploy to reach them.
Luckily, I did put that extra support down.
Oh, that hurt my neck.
We'll have an effect in there since we don't have poppers. Something will fly
and
around.
now you get to pull the wheel out.
Remember I said we're going to have a
Yes.
wheel spin and some big ticket numbers. So
We'll see.
I'll cut to you as I struggle to reach over here.
Well, yeah, I hope you cut out the as you pull over. All right, so we're going to spin the wheel. She has a chance to win up to 6.
Okay, you're going to give it a good one? Or
I am? No, you can.
I have a better
You have better
spin area,
Yes,
but I'm
you
going
do.
to put it in your shot. So you just peek around there a little bit.
Okay.
You see where that is?
I'm peeking out.
Okay. And we got the whole wheel in that your shot there. I'll slide it over. There we go. Ready?
There you go.
I'm going to give it a good one.
All right, go ahead.
There we go. I feel the breeze from that one. That was so good. And let's see. 4!
Wow, she doubled it.
There we go. Good night on the game.
This is going to be the last of the game.
We're out of time. No, I think we got plenty of tickets left, but this was 4. That is a big one.
Are you verifying now?
Yeah, that's 4, right?
Just turn.
There we go.
All right, Pamela.
Oh,
You won 4 movie tickets.
wow.
Now, if you, if you want to win 4 or 6 or even 2, send an email in to mediazone95@gmail.com. That's mediazone95@gmail.com. 2 numbers from 1 to 6. We reveal what's behind them. You could win 2 tickets. You ready to spin the wheel? You could win 6.
The next time, what do we have coming up? It's
Well, I
a
don't
big
know.
show.
It's only got 2 movies though, right?
Toy Story 4 and Child's Play is all. So we have no even third quick review to do. So it's a good time to clean up around here. We're going to talk about something you picked up at Ollie's.
Oh, okay.
The Captain Crunch.
We have deaths.
Right. Oh, and the deaths we'll get to, yes. And we're going to go over all the varieties of Captain Crunch through the year, or Captain Crunch.
Get your Heine check.
We'll see you next time.
New Media Zone has been a Cable 2000 production.